Alright, how you all doing? We're going to do this update here about the snowfall totals. We'll just go over the area here before I get started. I have a very bad cold, so if I don't sound right, I do apologize. But it hit me like a ton of bricks last night, and now I still over the sore throat, and then now my nose is all stuffy. I got a headache, and literally I couldn't even get out of bed most of the day today. So hopefully you don't catch this, whatever this is going around. I probably caught it on this bus. I went to New Jersey on Saturday, and the 319 bus was overloaded. They didn't have enough extra buses, and bus was crowded, and that's probably where I caught it. Uh, so they didn't have enough extra buses. Literally, they were leaving like people on every run on Saturday. Shame on New Jersey Transit. They really fucked up Saturday. It was a holiday weekend, and they should have had extra buses on that route, but they never did. So now I'm sick maybe because of it. You know. Anyway, let me get started here. So a little, a little more to the higher end here with these snowfall totals. It's probably records for the day. Probably, our North Shore Nassau got 6, 7 inches of snow. As we moved south, it went more like to around 5 or 4 inches, but it's crazy. New York City, Gramercy Park, 6.2 inches. You can see uniformly 5 inches, 5 to 6 inches everywhere. North Shore, Queens. It did wind up sticking to the roads in areas, sticking to sidewalks in areas. And Suffolk County got quite a bit too, so 6 inches. So pretty much uniformly, except for some of these readings out on the east end, 5, 6 inches everywhere pretty much. But Westchester got a little higher amount, so I got 7.8. So we're going to just take a look to see how the railroad did during this, and that'll be it for this update because I'm really not feeling well and I can't make it long. Now, it does not look like the Long Island Railroad had too many major issues except for customer needing medical assistance in the early morning hours, and then another problem with the diesel train again. Constant issues with them. This one was canceled, then it was reinstated and started at Riverhead. I don't know if they provided any alternate transportation. They said they were attempting to secure buses, but they went no further. Probably not, knowing them. Due to snowy conditions, customers are advised to use, and from what I read I'm not going to go through all the comments here. From what I read, a lot of the platforms are not shoveled, though I'm sure they were on the Babylon branch. They did cancel the 1140, and then the night is when the more major problem happened. There was major delays on the Ronkonkoma line due to signal problems near Deer Park. Again, with the signal problems on the main line, a constant issue. And the Babylon branch never seems to get them. So I guess I'll read the comments on this one. How many days there's signal? Yeah, it's a constant problem because look at Deer Park. I mean, I took a picture of the tracks there. They were looking terrible. So maybe that has something to do with the signal problems. Who knows? 49 minutes late. 39 minutes late. So these were major delays tonight on the Ronkonkoma line. So yeah, that's what's going on. But anyway, yeah, I apologize. I can't make this longer, but I am feeling pretty sick. This is a pretty bad cold. I guess I should have be one of those people that has to start wearing masks in the crowds. It's not fun because the problem is somebody was probably sick on that bus and they didn't stay home like I did, and they made a whole bunch of other people sick. But of course, if the bus wasn't crowded in the first place, I probably wouldn't be sick. But anyway, that's it for this update.